Welcome to Monthly Mayhem, and we are the dads who score. How is everybody doing today? John, what is new? What have you been up to?
Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing came out a couple days ago. You're playing Animal Crossing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I am playing Animal Crossing. I hate it, and I can't stop playing it at the same time, John.
This is your first time playing Animal Crossing.
It is. Like I said, I played Pocket Camp, so I had like the idea of it, but very different in a way, you know.
I mean, I love it. It looks beautiful. They've made a lot of, I mean, you may not have recognized it, but there's a lot of quality of life changes in Animal Crossing that just make things a lot easier. Selling multiple things at once was something you couldn't do before. Just submitting things, artifacts, that sort of thing. Everything. I love the quality of life. The breakable nets and hammer and not the hammers, the axes. It reminds me of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And I think they're going towards a time where you can get a better axe, a better shovel, and they won't break anymore. So it's not really disturbing me that much. But in the old days, yeah, you would get a shovel and you just had one shovel for the whole game, and that was it.
Okay.
So I'm really curious to see where it goes, but I'm really loving it. And tonight, some friends of ours from the Denver Switch Mob, we're all going to get together and not in person, but online. And we're going to try to cram 8 people onto an island. So I'm really excited to see what that ends up being. It'll probably be some chaos, but really having a good time with it.
Awesome. I mean, I think there's no point in beating around the bush anymore, John. For all those wondering, what is going to be this Monthly Mayhem game? Well, it's going to be 2, right? Because that's our new method. We always do 2 games. But yeah, I mean, we'd be dumb, John, not to go ahead and make this month the biggest game out right now. And of course, what we're talking about is Animal Crossing New Horizon is going to be this month's Monthly Mayhem game. How exciting is that?
I think it's perfect. I mean, that's a perfect decision. Everyone's playing Animal Crossing. If you're playing Animal Crossing, why not try to make some eShop credit out of it? And yeah, honestly, if we were playing any other game, I might be like, I'm a little busy this month. Sorry. So.
And of course, as we do, we are always bringing in the retro aspect of this. So alongside Animal Crossing New Horizon, we are going to bring the beloved, the hated, the iconic, the frustrating Ice Climber.
Yes.
Folks, we're introducing the NES Classic Ice Climber as our alternative game this month. So what does that mean? It means a few things. You could technically play one or the other. So if you don't have Animal Crossing, have no fear. You can still partake in this mayhem. You won't be able to win that $15, but you can still win that $10. So let's walk through the two different games and how you're going to be able to win and score some points this month. So let's start with the simple one. Let's start with Ice Climber. So Ice Climber, from what I understand, I'm not sure, but what I understand is there's 32 levels. We're going to give you 1 point for every single level that you beat. If you happen to beat the game, you will be awarded 50 points. Now, John, what are we encouraging players out there to do to help them beat this game?
Well, it's easy. Like you said, there's 32 levels. Most people have seen 2 of these levels, because this game is incredibly hard and incredibly frustrating. But we allow cheating on Monthly Mayhem. So we encourage you to use the rewind feature as much as you like and try to get through these 32 levels. And a big reason why we're doing this game is because most people have never seen the end of Ice Climber. I grew up in the era of Ice Climber. Ice Climber is one of those classic NES games that nobody really likes. So this is going to be a very interesting one. I might actually do both. I actually do want to see what the end of Ice Climber is. But remember, you can only get credit for 1 game. So if you're playing Animal Crossing, you won't get any points for Ice Climber. But yeah, use the rewind feature a lot. And I hope everyone kind of enjoys exploring and trying to figure out what the ending looks like. I will be curious to see how many people do play both.
Yep, absolutely.
And really, this is going to be a really interesting one. I've never been so excited for both games in a Mayhem, but I really am. So I'm really excited to see.
Absolutely. And like you said, you can't do both. So you kind of need to pick one or the other and go from there. So let's talk about the big one, Animal Crossing. And people are going to say, guys, Animal Crossing, awesome. I'm excited. I love it. I'm playing it. How the hell am I going to make this a competition? Well, John, I think we've come up with an amazing, unique, and fun idea that gives everybody an equal opportunity, whether you're a veteran or you're a novice like myself, it doesn't matter. There's really just one simple rule and one simple, I guess, part of the competition. And that is going to be is who can design and decorate the coolest house. That's it, John. That simple. Of course, you're still probably asking us, what does that mean, right? So you're going to have from March 27th all the way to April 30th to build and collect and craft and do all these cool things to your house. What's going to happen at that point is at the end of April 30th, we're going to ask all of you guys who want to partake to take 2 pictures. You can take 1 picture of your interior of your house and 1 of your exterior of your house. So decorate them well. If you really want to just do 1, that's okay. There's no requirement on both, but just at least take 1 picture of your house. And then this is where the really cool part's going to happen, John. Why don't you really explain to us what we're doing after we have all these pictures and all these submissions?
Right. So once you submit your picture, what we're going to do is going to do a kind of a March Madness style bracket, single elimination. Nice and easy. It's going to depend on how many people we have competing. So we can't tell you exactly what the bracket's going to look like or how many rounds there's going to be. It really depends on the participation. But we're just going to have voting on each individual matchup. The reason why we're going to do it one-on-one is so that we don't have any issues with people voting for themselves or people voting for the least cool house so that their house has the better chance. Basically, you're going to vote one-on-one. We're going to go round by round by round and get through it. And what's going to happen is we're going to have one declared winner at the end of it. So think March Madness in this. Hopefully we get a nice even number like 8 or 16 or 24. But we'll see. Maybe we'll get 32, Drew. Ooh. That would be cool.
Incredible. I'll take 16. Yeah. Let's shoot for 16. That'd be the magic number.
The sweet 16? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be perfect.
And I think it's important. You're not looking. You don't necessarily have to be the funniest. You don't necessarily have to be the most creative or the most colorful or any particular thing. Just go for what you want to do. Don't worry about the mayhem contest. Just do what you want to do for your house, and then we'll just vote and just see what people like. Maybe someone likes the most beautiful, maybe the most regal. We'll see. Drew, you go for the most rookie, and your house just looks, derptastic, and for a first time player, and maybe you never even upgrade past your tent because you didn't know you could. We'll see. Maybe you'll win that way. I'm really interested to see like the creativity of what everybody's doing. Feel free to post pictures all along the month. I mean, don't feel like you have to keep any secrets. Just play Animal Crossing, and then we're just gonna talk about the houses. And now, Drew, when the winner is announced, how do we settle the lotto?
Yeah, so we'll figure it out, right? So we don't know how many points are going to be settled yet. So like I said, once we see all the submissions and stuff, we will assign points, right? So let's just say for every person that's entering the Animal Crossing bracket, well, let's say gets 25 points, and I don't know what it's going to be. So every person that submits a house will get, let's say, 25 points. And then for every round you win, you may get even more and more and more points. So the winner at the end might end up with 500 points, let's say. They will win. And the second place person might have, let's say, 400 points, and so on. And then all of those people will have a massive amount of points, right? And then what we'll do is we'll enter all of those remaining players, including the Ice Climber players, which should have up to 50 points, all of the Animal Crossing players, take away the winner from Animal Crossing, and then you guys will be the typical lottery ball drawing for the remaining $10 prize. So super excited. The better the house, the further you go, the more points you get. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting, John, right?
I love it. I don't have to dedicate any separate time to some other game. Now when I play Animal Crossing and my kids are wondering why I'm playing so much, I can tell them I'm trying to win Monthly Mayhem.
That's it. So we got a few days, guys, to kick this off. We hope you're excited. If you have any questions, reach out to us. But John, do you have anything else to wrap up here?
No. Get started as soon as you hear this. I'm sure people are getting started right now, and they don't even know they're getting started right now.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. The Dads After Dark Show, and this has been Monthly Mayhem.